Secretary and members of the committee, Law and Criminology of the Vrije Universiteit Brussels, charged with conducting the examination of doctoral of laws. And since Mr. Mohammed Sadiq Kakar, born in Pakistan on the 18th of June 1990, so we know that it is his birthday today, holds a university degree, an LLM in Islamic law, awarded by the International Islamic University of Islamabad in 2018. And since Mr. Mohammed Sadiq Kakar submitted an original dissertation entitled Capital Punishment in Pakistan, examining the intersection between Sharia principles and international human rights standards, and since this work was approved by the committee, since it was defended by the examinee today in a public session on the 18th of June 2025, and since all the critical and regulatory requirements were met, we, and that's we together, grant Mr. Mohammed Sadiq Kakar the degree of Doctor of Laws, and this is done today in Brussels on the 18th of June 2025. So, congratulations.
Congratulations and happy birthday. Wow.
So again, if the president of the jury is not giving the floor to me, I'll take the floor.
You have the floor, Stefan.
Dear Sadiq, because we, in our department, we don't call you Mohammed, we call you Sadiq. So, dear Sadiq, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, you probably noticed that in the new Ph.D. regulations, the supervisor is no longer part of the jury and is expected not to speak during the defense. And indeed, to a large extent, I remained silent, both during the private defense some weeks ago, as well as during this public defense this afternoon. However, and luckily it is still the practice at this university, in the course of the public defense, the supervisor of the newly promoted, proclaimed doctor is given the floor to conclude the formal part of the event. And we all heard it. The president, acting president was me, of the jury, just officially announced it. All the legal requirements were met, and you, Sadiq, you were granted the title of Doctor of Laws from the Faculty of Law and Criminology of the Vrije Universiteit Brussels. But you all know the PhD is much more than just a public examination before a jury of prominent and respected professors from home and abroad. It is a long journey with many stops and curves, not to forget the numerous hurdles to overcome. It is about first exploring a domain of law that is sufficiently controversial to develop a PhD proposal, and that from the relevant scientific angle and an adequate methodology. And we heard it. That was a good proposal. It is about the meticulous analysis of sources and the writing of a coherent and convincing story. It is about adapting yourself to a new location with its own habits, customs, rules, different languages and cultures, colleagues who may or may not become your friends. Sadiq arrived in 2021 from faraway Pakistan, and to be more concrete, from a remote village in the Balochistan region near the border with Afghanistan, with a scholarship from the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan and with the ambition to prepare a Ph.D. on a topic somewhere at the intersection between international human rights law and Islamic Sharia law. He started his career at the VUB with a dual background, having studied Islam in a madrasa, a traditional religious institution, and then after 16 years of studying Islamic religion, he got the opportunity to study Sharia law and law at the International Islamic University, where he graduated in 2014. While he was not the first to come from the International Islamic University in Pakistan to do research with us, he's probably the first to get a PhD at our faculty. I remember that Sadiq started here as a rather reserved person, but he gradually blossomed as a well-appreciated colleague. He opened